Yeah. Anyway, enough bitching about that. Playing the last door.
And I'm here.
Oh yeah, and Lynn's here. Hopefully it can pick you up. I think it is. Just
I'm
make sure
kind of a quiet person, so I'll
speak
scooch
into the
closer.
mic. Yeah, I did not realize that I am so much louder than the average
Your voice
person.
just like has more decibels to it than mine. Like it's not just a matter of speaking up.
Episode. So I played this game way back when. Make sure you just like tap this every once in a while. Make sure it doesn't sit down. Way back when it was a free Flash game on NewGrounds, right? And then this guy compiled them, remade them, or touched up graphics, whatever it was, and released it as a game. And I thought, I really liked the first episode I played way back when, so I might as well support him. After all the things I've seen... Oh, I'm supposed to click, my bad. So this is supposed to tell you what type of game this is. You hover your mouse over things and you click. I'll talk about point-and-click games in just a second. After all the things I've done... Oh, he about to die. I don't remember this from the original, but then again it was, what, like 5 years ago? I cannot escape the course my life has taken. Now I am beyond redemption. Trigger warning, I suppose. I just hope you can forgive me someday. Yours sincerely, Anthony Beechworth. Okay, I'm trying to remember. Is Anthony the guy who started this, or is Anthony the guy you play as? He died really fast.
Well, that was a very dramatic opening.
October 1891.
You have to click.
Oh, right. I'm not gonna pretend to know how to pronounce that. That was all my childhood friend, Anthony Beechworth, had written in his letter. It had been many years since I'd heard that sentence. It was the motto of the science and philosophy group he had secretly run as students, back when we were in that secluded boarding school in Scotland, but we had left it all behind, like mere childhood memories. That letter was unusual. It could only mean something awful must have happened. Something that must remain absolutely secret. I had to find out what was going on. Okay. Without delay, I took the first morning train to Sussex and made my way to the address on the letter. And there it was, the old house of Anthony's family, at the Beechworth Manor. Episode 1, the letter. Again with the, rapid transitions. One thing I do want to point out, while I have played this episode before, I remember shit about it. And the second thing I want to point out is, maybe it's just because of the time period and setting, but I'm pretty sure this is a very Lovecraftian horror, and I've been a big fan of cosmic horror since childhood. Ignoring the fact that Lovecraft was an absolute garbage person in real life, his influence on horror has always been something I admired. This is strange. Everything is silent, as if there is no one living here. You're gonna knock or anything? I just walk right into the door. I'm worried about Anthony. I have to find him. I thought this was a person.
It's a clock.
I'm aware. It's a very humanoid-looking box.
Okay.
I just thought, for whatever reason, there's a glare. There's a glare here. I'll actually, if I can turn off that light.
Oh yeah, that's fine.
I'm going to turn off that light real quick because there's a glare which made this look kind of like a hat and this look like an arm.
I can see that.
There, that's better. That's much better.
Can you click on it and see what's up?
They didn't have any kind of tutorial thing, so I'm not sure. Lens.
You're a detective, that's your...
A grandfather clock. It is the only sound around here. Excuse me. Is this Anthony? The ears have not been kind to him.
What a horrible thing to say about your old friend.
My coat. That's all I said. He's like, yes. That is indeed mine. I just put it down here. It's the same as it was when I put it down 3 seconds ago.
A note on the table.
Dear Mr. Beechworth, due to recent events, the situation has become unbearable for us, and, much to our regret, we have no other choice but to leave. We will remain forever grateful for all these years in your service. God bless you, Mr. and Mrs. Brewer. Ah. I'm assuming some kind of housekeeping? Hi, Chris Bretch. Chris Bretch? I'm probably butchering the hell out of your name, so I apologize for that. Just make sure. A machine that plays recorded music. I did not know that Anthony was such an enthusiast of new inventions. A cabinet with glasses and some liquor bottles. There's also a matchbox. Well, can I take the matchbox? These matches could come in useful. So I don't know that my friend's dead yet. I just walk into his house and start stealing shit.
Right.
That large window is wide open, letting the cold dusk air in. A fireplace looks like it's not been cleaned in a long time. Fun fact, the house I grew up in... Oh, wait. So I need to get a sound clip or something.
We're gonna have to find some kind of record.
So the downside to some of these point-and-click games is that it becomes like sometimes a stupid game of hide-and-seek, where like you're just looking around for something to interact with. Let's say I walked in, and let's say that sound thing was right here, but if I missed it, then I'd just move on, and I'd be lost wondering where the hell it was, and because one of these rooms had it randomly up there.
It's a Monday.
Well, I'm a nurse, so
yeah.
Mondays don't necessarily mean anything for me. Sudden quiet because how are the sound levels doing, by the way? Are they? And thank you, by the way. I'm just gonna start wandering through the doorways of this. This room is clearly going to be used for a jump scare later.
I was just thinking this is an extra creepy room.
Kitchen stove and a cleaning cloth.
Can we take the cleaning cloth?
I imagine. Yes, might come in handy. Again, just looting the hell out of this guy's house. Plates and pans. A plate with some days-old leftovers.
Gross.
Is this striking him as concerning?
Well, I think
Something's gonna be up here later, I guarantee. I have unlatched the door. Oh, I didn't even know it was locked.
What is that?
Oh.
I'm deeply concerned.
Something is very dead here. A garbage bin. But judging by the foul odor, I say it has not been emptied in a fortnight. How long is a fortnight again?
Says this. He doesn't have his earbuds in.
Oh.
But it's good.
Oh, okay. Well, thank you. I appreciate the feedback. It helps. I try as far as I can, but if I don't run an actual sound check and then go check the video later, I can sometimes go back to edit it and then find out that I have royally screwed it up.
That's deeply concerning.
A murder of crows. By the way, I love the fact that a group of crows is a murder. It's just awesome. There are so many birds, I cannot see their prey from here.
Can we go?
It's going to be a human hand. Oh, come on, I just want to walk over. Nope. Those crows are too vicious. Getting close could be dangerous. I like how I didn't have a choice. Just walking, he's like, nope. I'm just going to stand over here.
He just noped right out. Oh, look, we're back to the front of the house.
Okay, well, I imagine I'll come back later. Let's see what here. Should I check these paintings?
I might as well.
A rainy mountain and a landscape, the Mona Lisa.
This portrait is crooked.
Then fix it.
There's something behind it.
Well, now it's just crooked the wrong way.
No, I don't know.
Oh!
I told you.
Well?
An old rosary.
A cord of beads with a solid wooden crucifix.
He says also the graphics in this game remind me of a Deep Sleep, the pixelated horror game.
Yes. That's, what's that guy's name? Because I followed a lot of his games. Hold on. I actually have to... Now I have to
You're
go
gonna
check
stop and Google.
Yes. Deep sleep game. Let me see. Who's this by? Script Welder. Yeah, Script Welder. I played back when I did more Let's Plays on my channel. Now my stuff is very, very edited, but in my Let's Play days, I played a lot of his. He apparently released another Don't Escape game that I haven't played yet, so I'll have to look at that later. But that's for some other time. I always appreciate now, like people shit on pixel graphics a lot now because it's pretentious or whatever. And okay, fair. There are a lot of games that choose to go with the pixel art because they think it looks edgy or whatever. However, very well made pixel art, I really, really like. It's fantastic, and this is one of them. It does have a Script Welder-like feel.
I like it for a horror game. I think it feels more horror-ish.
I've talked about this before at a podcast I never released.
See stuff. I don't know. It's
when you
mysterious.
Have a horror game that intentionally has lower graphics quality like this, it means that they are, or at least try to be more creative with sounds and everything else. Mm-hmm. And that's one of the reasons I like. See, I like stealth games a lot. I like playing horror games, but I'm
on top of the dresser.
Also a sissy whiny baby man. And if I don't have someone sitting next to me, Lindsay, I can't move far. I have started Outlast like 4 or 5 times, and I've only gotten about 2 hours into the game before I give up.
What was the game we were playing that was a horror game in the hotel or whatever?
Which one?
It wasn't. It was like an apartment complex.
The pixel one we were playing? Home Alone? No.
I don't know. It was like a post-apocalyptic thing, but we weren't sure if it was really post-apocalyptic or...
Anthony has made us get rid of our religious objects. What's going on with him? Luckily, I found a place to hide my rosary. I cannot pray every night without it. Master Anthony has been complaining about Alfie. What would a simple cat do to him? He ordered us to keep him out of the house at all times. Still, I cannot let that poor thing starve. That's probably what the birds are eating. He is such a clever cat. Every time I open the window, he knows food is waiting for him. Anyway, I'm worried about Master Anthony. He's growing more and more unlike himself every day. Master Anthony is spending whole days locked inside his office. He wants us to leave him food at the door, but he barely eats anything. I'm really worried. An empty bowl. That won't let me pick it up. The sound just stopped. Oh, never mind. Okay, it was just looping.
A pause in the music.
I got really concerned.
You're jumpy.
I am.
It's not even scary yet.
These are my favorite types of horror games. I hate chasers. Those are just stress simulators. And what it comes down to...
The door's locked.
I know. I'm just going to just jiggle it. What it comes down to is when you're making a horror game, you have to balance stress and fear, right? Because when you're scared, stress feels like fear. So when you make a game that is supposed to be scary, you have something like someone chasing you and you have to try to figure out where to go. Yeah, there's some fear, but mostly that's stress because at this point you're like, where do I go, where do I go? But because you're scared, you translate that as fear and it makes the experience scary. My problem is that I don't tolerate stress very well, but I do like fear. So when it has those chase scenes, like in Outlast, where a monster's chasing you, you have to figure out where to go, I just shut down and think, okay, I'm dead now, and I don't want to play this anymore.
Yeah, it's not fun. Okay, go back the other way. Wasn't there 2 ways and we went 1 way? In the front room, in the original front room, there were 2 ways to go and we went one of the ways, I think.
Let's see. That would be in this doorway, I guess.
Yeah,
oh, right.
Stairs.
Well, where I can find Anthony's body.
Oh my god, why is it so dark?
The door's stuck, it won't open.
How do we use the lamp?
I don't know. I thought...
No? We can't use it?
What?
Yeah, it's too dark.
But I have... Oh, hold on.
We have a lamp. Oh, use the matches. Okay. Gotcha.
This is about to be unpleasant. Is there a save function on this?